We're going slow. Just gotta keep our eye on the dogs. Hey guys, my name is Evan and welcome to Country View Acres. So today I'm out here in our hayfield. We had a very, very bad second cutting, I guess. Baler didn't work very well and caused us some delays, and it ended up getting rained on. Actually rained on it before we baled it, then it rained on it after the baler broke down. Today I've got the tractor out here and the tedder, and I'm trying to take these, we got it in windrows to bale it. Of course, it's all soaked with rain on the inside. So we're spreading it back out so it'll dry. And we're gonna round bale this. This is gonna be pretty poor quality hay. This is mostly red clover. And of course, me tedding this is knocking most of the leaves off of it. And it was pretty mature, it's very stemmy. It's not very good quality hay, but it's gonna allow me to test the round baler out, because I think I actually fixed it. Because it wasn't tying the bales, it wasn't cutting the twine. I think I've got that all fixed. So hopefully in a few days, we will be back out here with a round baler and we'll get this baled up. And I can at least, the good thing is, even if it's poor quality hay, you can still normally at least feed it to the steers and give it to them. So I know the dogs are out here. I'm keeping my eye on them. They're staying away from the baler or from the tedder. I'm not gonna hit them with the tractor. I'm being very aware of where the dogs are. So this tedder, we crashed this tedder a couple videos ago, bent the PTO shaft up, and I didn't think it had any protection on it. No shear bolt, no slip clutch. But apparently what this mechanism that was in here, I didn't know if it was an overrun clutch. It's what they call a ratchet clutch or a torque limiter. And when I kick that on, if I have the RPMs up, you can hear that kind of like ratchet in there. And that's supposed to protect the PTO shaft on this, and it didn't do its job, obviously, because we blew the PTO shaft apart and we bent it up. But it does work. You can hear it click when I give it full RPMs, or not even full RPMs. You can hear it do its job. So obviously when I crashed it, the impact was so much that it wasn't going to save it. But the tedder seems to be working just fine now that we've put the PTO shaft back together. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to spread these windrows out. And yeah, hopefully we'll be back in a couple days. And hopefully it's dry and we can start baling it. So I just got home from work, so hopefully I can head out to the hayfield, rake it real quick, and make some round bales. High one. One more pass and I'm done. I've got the baler all hooked up, and hopefully I think that I have the twine knife fixed. So I'm hoping that I can get it to tie automatically. Hopefully the auto tie will work. If not, at least maybe the manual tie will work and cut off the string. But we're gonna head out there. We're gonna try to get these baled up and off the field. So there's really no trying to kid ourselves. This hay is terrible. It actually molded a little bit while it was in the windrow and wet. So it's very poor quality hay. I would not sell this to anyone. but I at least need to get it baled up and off the field. Well, we're picking up hay, we're forming a bale. So I couldn't get it to go into auto. Seemed to think it had a full bale inside of there. So it's kind of stuck in a cycle, I hope. I'm gonna get this first one baled manually, and then hopefully we can get it to go into auto tie. But even if it's in manual, hopefully it cuts the twine. So the twine knife actually did cut. It worked fine manually, so now it's time to get this in auto and see if we can get auto to work. Well, I tried to auto tie another bale. It didn't show the size, but all of a sudden it thought it was a full bale, and it went ahead and tied it. And if you look at this, it's like a 3-foot diameter bale. Really small. So I'm not sure what's going on with the sensor that tells the bale size, but definitely not working. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and manually tie the rest of this and just get everything baled up. So that bale didn't actually cut the twine. I had to get out and do it. Well, all of a sudden the bale monitor actually is registering the size again. So I threw it back in auto tie. Our first successful auto tie. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe the sensors are dirty. So this last bale probably won't even auto tie because I doubt it'll be big enough. But at least we're done. This is it. I can come back tomorrow and pick up the hay. There we go. That is officially the smallest bale I've ever made. Well, I'll probably grab one of these bales and take it back tonight with the baler, and we'll get the rest of them in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta crank this pickup up, get it in travel position. Well, I think I'm pretty happy that the baler did tie at least once in auto tie, so I know that it'll do it. I just need to figure out why the bale size isn't working all the time. And then I don't understand why the one time it didn't cut the string. I'm gonna guess that latch system probably got stuck again, but then it started working after that. So a couple more things to do on the baler. Hopefully we'll get it to where it's working automatically the way it's supposed to, but a lot better than the first time I ran it. Got all our hay baled up and still got to carry it off the field. But this hay is junk. This is terrible stuff. And I should have tedded it after the rain and spread it out. And I waited like an additional day before I got out there and tedded it. In fact, it was probably close to like 36 hours later. And it had already started to mold in the windrow from just being wet, from getting poured on that Sunday morning. And I tedded it Monday night. So, very terrible stuff. I'll try to find a use for it. I may try to see if I can get one of the animals to eat it, but at least we got it off the hayfield. That's the good thing. So, as you can see, the sun, you maybe can't tell, but the sun is already down below the horizon. And I've done this after work. So this is a Wednesday night, and we tedded it on a Monday night. And I'm glad that it's done. So tomorrow night, I'll come out here after work, and I'll try to get the rest of the bales moved off of that field. And I'm glad that it's done and over with. This is probably going to be our last hay cutting this year. I don't think we're going to get a third cut. So I'll probably get all this hay equipment cleaned up, get all the hay blown out of it, and put it away for the season, or until we get it back out to try to repair a few things. But I think this is probably the last hay video of the year. And I don't even know if you could even call this hay. I mean, this is probably bedding. This is more like baling up some bedding. So, but I'm glad it's done, it's over with. We got enough hay for us. In fact, we probably got a little, we do have a little bit extra that we could probably sell. And we did sell a little bit, so that's good. So, but anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. It is getting late. We got the chores to do, and I still haven't ate supper. So I'm gonna call this video done and over with, and I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.